Welcome back to another Spock Alberta update. This is the end of holiday period update, I guess you'd say. We didn't go away, and so I had lots of time to work on a whole bunch of projects, large and small. Between the time I'd done the previous update, which was in kind of late December, and now early January. I had said that I wasn't sure if I was going to keep the bushy forest that was there in this spot, and it really wasn't working at all. And based on suggestion from my wife, who makes usually very, very good suggestions, I've turned this into more of a park with walking paths. We have another rail fan, of course, and we have this couple having a heated argument about something. He seems fairly relaxed, but she's pointing his finger at him, and so something must have gone wrong. I found a video about making railroad ties, weathered railroad ties, using India ink and alcohol as a wash, and using plain balsa wood. So I found in my local art supply store balsa wood that was exactly the right dimensions. It corresponds exactly to the size of the ties in Bachmann Easy Track, so everything's perfectly consistent. And I made up a large number of them, about 60 of them I think, from 2 pieces of balsa wood, and I'm using them for various things. Here we have a pile of ties, replacement ties. Maybe they're forgotten if the idea is to change to concrete in the future, but at least this pile of ties was here from before. I also use them to create this triangular potter to hold some small trees with the arguing couple. Is also made out of railroad ties, as is this planter box. Sign on the wall to make sure that people knew that this was only for pickup and drop-off parking, and 30 minutes maximum. So the next piece has to do with the entertainment area. It's not completely finished, but it's certainly a lot further along than I had shown in my last update. There's been some changes to this area, not really worth describing what they are, or you'll pick them up from some of the other descriptions. But here, this is the Vulcan Pizza hut that's been on the layout for at least a year now, I think, and it has been added with some figures, a guy sitting on the park bench waiting, or on the picnic table waiting for maybe his father, maybe his friend to pick up pizza, and a couple of young girls also looking for pizza. And then this is the piece that's probably was the most work and most interesting. So this is a pastry truck from a famous Canadian brand, at least Eastern Ontario brand, but I understand there's also some stores out in Alberta, so it's not entirely inconceivable that Spock Alberta might have one of these stands. Again, there's figure inside. There's probably a man and his kid picking up a couple of beaver tails, and then this park bench here with a couple of people eating. One looks like a factory worker having his lunch, and another guy eating what looks to be a beaver tail. I should have talked a little more about the stand. I call it a truck. It's not a truck. It's a stand. This is actually a Blair Line kit, the scale house, the old scale house. And I bought a couple of these when I ordered them, and this one is I turned into an office for this grain elevator, part of the layout. And then this one, I took the same kit, modified it more than a little slightly. Certainly with the windows, so that the windows open, so it's more of a restaurant with open serving windows. But that's the same kit, and here it's been adapted to make a kiosk, and over there it was adapted to make an office. And officially, it's as far as Blair Line is concerned, it's a kit for a scale house. And then finally, I've set up this little vignette There were, in the last update, these two guys were both walking on the plaza and kind of walking to each other. And then I thought, put this young woman on a picnic bench with a very pensive look. I'm not sure if you can see it, but she has got a book in her hands, and she is holding it between her knees in a kind of pensive way. So it's kind of an interesting story you can sit up here with this very, also very pensive man. Seems to be walking directly to her. And then this business guy with his coat flying and his briefcase walking the same direction. He's trying to catch the train. He's gone to the wrong place. So who knows? Maybe he's attempting to intercept this couple for whatever reason. This is the only part of the entertainment area that's not got anything on it, except these two rail fans here. Oh, and this kid, baby on his shoulders. This area, don't know what I'm going to do with this yet. A couple things have crossed my mind. I have a whole bunch of picnic tables. I can make this into a picnic table area. They have to be built from a laser kit, but that'll keep the long nights occupied. And the other idea I've got is if I ever run across a child's playground or something, that could go in there.